This Transmissions Trips to the Store video is brought to you by PrimeToys.net. Check out PrimeToys.net for all the newest Transformers and third-party figures. Also, don't forget to listen during the show for the discount code offered to Transmissions listeners. PrimeToys.net. Collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the cool Transformer stuff we got this week. This is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check out our whole audio show at www.transmissionspodcast.com. Check us out there. This is our special anniversary episode. This is our second anniversary. 2 years of podcasting.
So what is the second anniversary? Is it diecast?
Third party.
Rubber tires.
We'll have to come up with a list of anniversaries for that. A Yoshi's list, if you will.
That's delegation right there.
All right, so as always, our video has a sponsor. So, Yoshi, who is our sponsor?
It's Value Village, of course. Value Village. We have some good products, but not intentionally. Value Village.
And we are also brought to you by Prime Toys, the actual sponsor of the show, PrimeToys.net, where you can get collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices. So check them out at PrimeToys.net. And don't forget to use our code for the month of August, Transmissions August. Use that code at your checkout. 10% off your entire order. So they already have great prices for all your Transformers needs, and then you can get an additional 10% off just by watching our show. Remember,
you know what's cool about that, Charles? You know what's really cool about that?
What's really cool about that?
Ever since Prime Toys came on as a sponsor, I think it was because of Darryl's groveling, but because they came on as a sponsor, we're seeing regular tweets now from fans of the show showing us their haul from PrimeToys.net, and that's really fucking cool to look at, because some people are just buying one figure, some people are buying so many figures they don't fit on their iPhone screen, so we have to get two pictures. It's really cool. It's really awesome. So if you guys buy shit from Prime Toys, be sure to tweet it out, because I'm really enjoying looking at that stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's making me jealous.
Well, you got to use the code, Jeremy.
Well, I got to have money.
You can.
Yeah.
I'm moving, so I'm not going to have a lot of money.
Yeah, but don't forget.
You could still use Prime Toys, Jeremy, just have it shipped to the new address.
No, the shipping isn't the problem.
Really?
The paying for it is the
their
problem.
shipping is excellent, isn't it? Their stuff comes.
After I move, I'm actually going to be closer. I could probably drive down and pick it up myself.
Save on shit. There you go.
All right, don't forget our code, Transmissions August. 10% off. All right, so Darryl, starting us off, what do you got this week?
Oh, I got stuff. But I'm going to start with comics because I know how much you like them. So, I got the retail. I guess this is actually the sub, but yeah, picked it up from my comic book store. This is the Combiner Hunters one-shot that we just talked about.
Yeah,
this
that's
is the Livio cover.
Cover, yep.
I got More Than Meets the Eye number 43, the Swerve cover. This is
nice.
Pretty good cover. I like it a lot. Then I got Transformers 44. This is the Andrew Griffith cover.
Distinct lack of butt sex in this cover.
Yes. And a constant reminder of my laziness. Transformers versus G.I. Joe number 8.
I thought you said you canceled that.
I've been meaning to.
I stand alone in my hatred, apparently.
Well, I haven't read any of them.
I
since,
thought
issue
we
4.
were solid, Darryl. I thought you and I were one. Also, you have not shown anything that's going to beat me in trips to the store this week.
Well, have this.
Oh.
This I got from our good friend Mr. Charles. And
Who's
it
that?
is Mr. Big C. This is the Covenant of Primus for the listeners out there, and for the listeners, watch the damn video. I have the video in it, or have the book in it, and I do plan on reading it.
Oh, you didn't turn on the sound.
I've turned it off for this, but yeah, there it is right there. And I've struggling to find a spot in my room to put it up on the wall. It is I've got so much stuff on the wall here.
But it does have nice little things where you can mount it.
Oh yeah, they're right there. Yep. So no, it's awesome. I love this thing. It's gorgeous. I picked up something shortly after TFCon and was holding on to it and didn't show it that week and forgot about it last week. This is Combiner Wars Hotspot.
Oh.
I like this mold a lot. It looks great just by itself. But you start adding the rest of Defensor to it, and I really don't like the way Defensor looks. I was in the stores today, and I looked around, and I saw Blades. I saw Rook there, and I don't really have any care for Rook, but Blades, I mean, I could have picked him up, but I didn't. I seem to like Hotspot just the way he is, just by himself. Neat. It's a good figure. Really looks really good. The legs, though, this humongous gap back here, and it doesn't really want to hold all that well. I might be missing a step, but
Well, read the directions next time.
I don't do that. But yeah, no, it's a good figure. It's a good figure. I like it. It looks fantastic. While I was out today, though, I did, just because I had so many, like I have literally every figure for Superion, I'm like, well, I gotta get the other one that they've intentionally added to Superion, and that was Powerglide. I probably will never put him with Superion, but he is included in the team now, so.
But in terms of Powerglides go, he's a good version.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Just don't just forget that he turns into a gun.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's not going to be much of a gun mode for me. So yeah, so I picked that up. I also found today, because I've just been looking for it, and I wasn't going to pay a hefty price for it. I found it used. This is Transformers War for Cybertron, the video game, and it's a good game. I really liked this game when I played it. I beat it originally, and then I sold it, and I was like, you know what? I really should get that thing back. And then I went back looking for it. And it was like $30 everywhere I found it. So today I found it for $12, and I picked it up. So I was like, well, good to have it back. This thing was in a bag that I found at Value Village. This is Clampdown from the RID series. He's just the entree, or sorry, the appetizer to what I got from Value Village. So you might, if you've watched any of the series, you'd know that Clampdown is voiced by Jim Cummings, who is famous for being Winnie the Pooh, but
And Tigger too.
and Tigger too, yeah. So what I spotted in the bag and what made me buy it is my new project figure, and I did some preliminary scouting on eBay just to see what I'd be up against, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I found the body for G1 Highbrow.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's in pretty good shape. There's some definite sticker wear here. He is missing his cockpit cover there, so that's going to be a little bit more harder to find. He obviously does not have a headmaster, which I believe his name was Gort. And he doesn't have his guns, and there were 2 of them, and those are going to be a pain in the ass to find. But yeah, it's always cool to find a headmaster or a G1 figure at all at one of these places. This thing plus the RID piece of shit that I found, this was $3.
Wow.
So I'll take that any day of the week.
So $3 at Value Village plus the $50 to get all the little pieces to complete it.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
That's like $53.
Exactly. Not much. Yeah. But no, that's what I got this week. It's pretty light week for me actually. But lots of good figures, some G1 in there, some Combiner Wars, some books. What else do you want? Vote Darryl.
All right, Jeremy, you're up next.
All right. Well, Charles and I met up today at Steel City Con, and he gave me all of the stuff that I had signed at TF Con, some stuff he picked up for me, and then I have a mystery thing that he sent from Yoshi that is not Transformers related, but I wanted to show off my Woot bag of crap. Got Alaskan coffee, Dead Man's Reach coffee, so I'm looking forward to trying that.
Nice.
So thanks.
You'll love it. It's fucking great.
Cool. The actual comics I had are downstairs, so I'm going to show them off next week. But as you can see, I'm packing up stuff for my move, so I got something that can kind of help me out. Got this at Steel City Con for $5. It's a collector's case G1.
Holy shit! You got that for $5?
Yeah, he had it listed for 10, but it's the last day, and he offered $5. I didn't even have to haggle.
I haven't seen that online for less than 50, man.
Yeah, well, it's not in the best of shape at all, but I put some of my figures in there. They fit.
Nice. Awesome.
So I think I did pretty good. I mean, I was willing to pay the $10, but he offered $5, so I took it.
Literally.
He had some pretty good stuff. I don't know if Charles ever went back and got some stuff. Maybe we'll see. I know he was eyeing a few things. So that's all I got.
Cool. I'll just spoil it now. He had a complete G1 hot rod, but as I got back there, someone was just buying it, so I didn't.
Oh. Wow.
So, yeah.
Somebody sent you the parts to fix yours?
Yeah, but.
And you've done that, right? Because it's been like a year.
Yes, I have.
He also had a Shockwave at his booth. I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
No, the way my hot rod is broken, I don't know how to. It's like the plastic is sheared, and even replacing the parts.
You're an engineer. Figure it out.
Keep telling you it's software.
Transferable.
Anyway, Yoshi's dying to show us what he's got. What do you got, Yoshi?
I have one item. I rarely come to these with the confidence that I'm going to beat my last 2 duct tape wins, but with this, I've got the confidence I'm going to beat the last 2 duct tape wins. This is a TF Con purchase, and it will piss everybody off. But it's just as good as duct tape, and it's going to piss everybody off. What I have is a G1 Insignia wooden in-color magnet. You can vote below. Charles, what did you get?
I'll just react to Yoshi's item. Wow. Okay. So, comics?
I lose to this guy?
Yes.
RID number 44, Andrew Griffith cover.
That's not the one we're hoping.
So that's one thing I picked up. And I have a little something. So PrimeToys.net, our sponsor, hooked me up. So prepare to be devastated.
Whoa.
And yes.
Give me, please.
So here he is.
You opened it.
You opened it.
That's the biggest thing.
You're growing as a person, Charles.
Wow.
So
There
is
it
that
is.
Grimlock open yet?
No. There's that terrible Mixmaster foot. There he is.
How do you feel about the plastic? Does it feel like it's going to crack or bend or break?
No, the plastic feels pretty good to me. This is when we were talking earlier in the toy section, this is what I meant about I don't think bigger is necessarily better. These toys feel like they're blown up deluxes to me. That they just made them bigger to kind of, say we've got the biggest combiner ever, but I don't think they really needed to be as big as they are. In terms of,
Why is it important to you that we stare at his crotch this whole segment?
no reason.
Okay.
But no, I mean the Devastator combined mode, it's really nice. The way the pieces all come together, the articulation is great. All the arms and legs, they all have their own articulation. It's really a well put together combined mode, but you sacrifice a lot, particularly on long haul. The dump truck guy, it's his individual mode. He's the reason that he's such a short and squat figure is that the torso is all long haul here, so that's why it's kind of weird. But
Are your children intimidated?
no, he's up on a high shelf, so they haven't really even noticed.
Oh, great. He's going to crush him to death.
Well, I mean, he's also a little bit hollow, so there's not that much plastic to fall on you. But I really like the Devastator combined mode. That's the best part. The individual bots, I would say, are kind of underwhelming. Just that they're not really too detailed. On you expect bigger figures to have a little bit more detail, and they just don't. Also, they don't have the weapons that the Takara version is going to come with. So, but I would say I'm happy with it. It's just you have to be. I think they really did a good job with the combined mode, but the individual modes were sacrificed a bit. So that's what I'll say. That's my overall review of the figure.
How heavy is it?
Not that heavy. It's I would say it's a couple pounds, few pounds.
I don't think a single one of those figures would fit into one of the slots here.
No, he does. He's on top of my case because he doesn't fit in my cabinet.
Very cool. I'm super jealous right now.
So yeah, I'm quite happy. So.
Does he attach to your fridge via some sort of magnetic means?
No.
Okay.
There's not enough metal in him to be magnetic. He's all plastic. But yeah, so Devastator, courtesy of PrimeToys.net. Thank you, PrimeToys.net. Came really quickly. I actually had it last week, but I didn't open it until this week, so that's why I didn't show it off. So it came in a very nicely packaged. Everything was great. So there you go. Yoshi, I think Devastator devastates the power of your magnet, your wooden magnet.
I think our 5 voters will disagree.
All right, so I think that's it for trips to the store this week. Again, you can vote for the host you think had the best haul this week down below. Were you not devastated? Are you not devastated? Vote for one of us. And check out our whole show at Transmissions Podcast, www.transmissionspodcast.com. That's also down below in the show notes, the show description. We do regular Transformers podcast every week. We talk all things Transformers, and this video is part of that. I'm staring at Yoshi's Autobot symbol here as we
It's
do
sexy,
this video.
right? You almost want to vote for it.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Don't forget you can support us on our website. There's a link down below if you want to support us through Patreon or PayPal.
Hey, look. Da-na-na-na-na.
If only you had a Decepticon one.
I know, right? That's what's fucking missing.
Yeah, so support us, Patreon and PayPal. You can leave us reviews on iTunes and Stitcher. We always appreciate that. And also give us feedback on all our social media. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.